Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday and welcome to our commercial MLS training. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Robert. Today we're going to be going over the commercial MLS, how to search MLS properties that are commercial, all types of commercial properties, commercial lot, multifamily, commercial office space, warehousing, everything that is commercial is going to be included in this class. We're also going to show you how to run some comparables for commercial properties using IMAP. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please make sure you ask your questions. You can unmute yourselves and you can ask questions, or you can drop a question on the chat and I will respond. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now, in order for us to search commercial properties, all you need is the MLS. You do not need to be a commercial member of the MLS. However, if you take a look at my screen, I am a commercial member of the MLS. It's an additional fee that you pay the MLS every year to get some additional commercial tools. Now, you do not need to be part of the commercial MLS in order to search and sell commercial properties. So when you look at my MLS, it's a little different. I do have a residential search button and I have a commercial search button. Most of you all, if you're not in the commercial MLS, if you're in the regular MLS, all of your search is going to be under one button, and you're going to see multifamily, you're going to see commercial land, you're going to see commercial improved, you're going to see business brokerage, all under one button. So let's not confuse ourselves when I go here to commercial search. And then you may look at your MLS and say, and wonder, where is commercial search on mine? It's all under one button. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to talk about the different property types that we can search by in the MLS, beginning with residential income. These are your multifamily properties that are between 2 and 4 units. Anything over 4 units is considered commercial and it will be found under COM. So let's go into multifamily income. And when you have a client looking for a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex, this is where you go to search. On the left-hand side, you're going to find type of property. And here we have duplex, we have triplex, and we have fourplex. So if you have a client looking for a fourplex, then you're going to select fourplex. And of course, you're going to go ahead and enter the criteria that your client is searching. So for example, if your client's looking for a fourplex for less than $1 million, then you're going to go 1,000 minus, and that's less than $1 million. And then you're going to enter a city. So let's say, for example, they're looking for a fourplex less than $1 million in the city of Miami Gardens. Let's go with Miami Gardens and let's see what we have here. There's one match available. All right, if we remove that price, perhaps we're going to get more. Let's see here. Nope, there's only one fourplex for sale in all of Miami Gardens. All right, so let's switch over here to, say, Miami Beach. All right, in Miami Beach, there are 23 fourplexes for sale. And then, of course, if you put that price range, it's going to reduce the amount. So let's put in $1.5 million or less. And they're all pretty much under $1.5 million, 22 matches. So let's shrink that to $1 million or less. Or you know what? I had put $15 million or less. That explains it. So $2 million or less in Miami Beach. There are 9 fourplexes for sale. You click on results and here they are. All right, so here they are. We're going to go ahead and click on the first one. And usually in a fourplex situation, duplex or triplex, they're going to go ahead and tell you what each unit generates in income. So for example, here we're looking at an income of 2,650, 1,900, 2,050, 2,100. Those are the 4 incomes for the 4 units. And if they don't tell you how much income is generated, then of course you're going to have to call the listing agent. All right. So right here in the remarks, it says great investment property, 4 units. And it says there's an income here of $8,700 per month. All right. Now, how else are you going to go ahead and find a multifamily properties that's not inside of the residential income? You are going to find it under commercial improved, right? So when you go to commercial improved, now you have here property types, apartments, and you also have property types, residential multifamily. You're going to hold down your control key and you're going to select residential multifamily. Now we have 192 units. These are properties of 5 units or more. So 2, 3, or 4 units, you're looking under residential multifamily. 5 units or more, you're looking under commercial improved. You're going to go to property type. You're going to select residential multifamily, and you're going to also select apartments. All right. Now, when you do this, of course, you want to put in some criteria. And let's go with Miami-Dade County. There's 140 units for sale in Miami-Dade County. And let's say I want to put in zip code 331 45. All right, 33145, only one. Let's go with 33134. See if there's any others. Yeah, there's 5 matches here. All right, so once you do that, you're gonna go ahead and click on results, and these are your 5 or more units that are for sale in zip code 33134. Now, if you want to know the amount of units this building has, you're going to go ahead and click here on the MLS listing, and it tells you right here 8 units. All right, that's an 8 unit building. Go to the next one. This is a 12 unit building. Then go to the next one. And here we have see how this is blank? So you cannot always depend on the realtor telling you how many units. Now, if you look at the remarks, they may tell you right here, this is consisting of 9 large studios and 3 one-bedrooms. So these are 12 unit. So there is the number of units here is missing. However, in the remarks, they do tell you this is a 12 unit, 9 studios, and 3 one-bedroom condos or apartments. And then the next one here has 15 units. All right. The reason why I'm showing you this, guys, is because of this. I'm going to go back to criteria. Okay. I'm going to go back to criteria, and we're going to go down underneath the results here, and we're going to go ahead and look at additional fields. You can add an additional field to your search criteria called number of units. Now, when you do this, you expect to get the results by putting in here, let's say I'm looking for 8 units. Well, we got one match. The problem is, you remember that property that was missing the number of units? Well, that property is not going to show up in your results because it was missing the details. So I wouldn't depend too much on searching by number of units because you may be missing some results. Now, of course, if you just go 8 plus, then we have 4 matches. We're still missing one. We're still missing that one that was missing the number of units. Now, most agents are going to enter the number of units, so that wouldn't be a problem. But just beware that if you use this search criteria, number of units, you may be missing out on some results. Now, when you click on the results and you want to view some information on it, you're going to go down here. It usually tells you a little bit about the property and maybe what income is being generated. So let's go down here and see if there's anything under financials. There's nothing. There's nothing under financials. Next step is to go up to your attachments. You see up here, attachments? If there's nothing in the financials below, then always check your attachments, and they may have some type of flyer that tells you how much income is being generated on the property. All right, so right here, I doubt that this is going to be what I'm looking for. This is just a floor plan, and this is going to be another floor plan here. So if I want to know financials for this property, I am going to have to call a realtor. All right, we are going to have to call a realtor. Let's go to the next one and see if there's any financials here. All right. So there's no financials. We're going to have to call the realtor in this case as well. Let's take a look at this one. All right, there is absolutely no financials either. And let's see no attachment. So, it's a little bit more difficult, obviously, when we're looking at multifamily properties that we want to know the incomes on this property. They can tell you how much income is generated here, but you want to know the financials. You want to know how much money in expenses and everything else. So they should provide us with some financials. They're not, at least in these units that I'm searching right here, they're not. So I am going to have to call the realtor and ask them for financials. Okay, so that's going to come in handy in a little while when we learn how to analyze maybe the potential returns on the investment. Okay. All right, so for residential multifamily, 2 to 4 units, you're usually going to get financials right away. So when you're looking at a duplex, and I'm looking for a duplex in zip code 33145, and I open up one of the results, I should be able to see how much income is being generated in this one, and they're not really telling me. All right, so let's go to the next one. And in this one, they're telling us 2,800 each unit. So for smaller size like duplex, triplex, and fourplex, you should be able to get it. Okay. All right. So from your residential multifamily, we're going to move into CLD, which is commercial land. Okay. So commercial land is similar to residential land. All right. RLD is residential land. CLD is commercial land. Now, the difference, of course, is that residential land is only suited for a single family home. Commercial land is suited for commercial use, business use, agricultural use, or industrial use. All right, so if you're looking for any type of land that is for any of these purposes, then you are going to be looking under CLD. All right, so what we're going to do is take a look here. We're going to try and find properties based on their type of property. You see over here, type of property under additional fields. You may want to add that. All right, you may want to add that, and you can always identify what type of property you're looking for. So if you're looking for industrial land, then you click on industrial. If you're looking for commercial land, you click there. You're looking for income or multifamily land, you click there. All right. And then if you're looking over here for unimproved agricultural land, you click there. Okay. So let's stick to agricultural unimproved land right there. You got 353. 353. And then of course, you're just going to go ahead and select your city or zip code. Let's go with the city of Doral. See if there's anything in Doral. 2 matches. Let's click on results. And you should be able to see here the land. So right there, we have what seems to be agricultural land right there, you know, uh, and that is for sale at $975,000, and it's 435,000 square feet. So it's 10 or more acres. All right. Now the next one is a little bit more expensive, right? $9.9 million. All right, but this is between 25 and 50 acres. 25 and 50 acres, and here it is. All right, so you guys, it's a little different, right? What we have here, it's $9.9 million and it's 40 acres. All right, so 1,742,400 square feet of vacant land, zoned GU, right? Urban Development Boundary Line. Now, what can you build here? Of course, you can build warehousing, right? You can build warehousing. If you look here, there is warehousing right here already. All right, there's a Goya here, there's Amazon over here, and other warehousing. So that's the type of zoning that you have for this piece of land. All right, so if you've got an investor, if you've got a client looking to buy land because they want to build a warehouse, then or they want farmland, then you're looking for land agricultural industrial. Industrial land could also be used for, let's say, a parking lot. Let's say you've got someone looking for land to park tractor trailers or maybe school buses. All right, those are available lots. Okay. All right, so once again, let's go back to criteria. That is your CLD. Make sure that you guys add the type of property under additional fields, and you can identify right away the type of property. So if you're looking for commercial land, you're gonna go ahead and just select commercial, and there's 364 matches of commercial land that is available in the MLS right now. All right, so that's your CLD, guys. Don't get it confused with RLD, which is residential land. It's commercial land. Now, for everything else commercial, you're always going to search under COM. So let's go and let's select COM. Now, you have here the option to select for lease or for sale. Let's begin with for lease. Then the next step is to search for your property type. What type of property is your client looking to lease? All right, so we have here adult congregate, we have anchored centers, we have apartments. Now, some of these property types, I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what they mean. All right, I have an idea, but I really don't know what they mean as far as adult congregate. I guess that we can always select it and see what type of properties show up in the results. We have apartments. We already discussed what that is. That's your multifamily, 5 units or more. Anything automotive is going to be under automotive. We have building services and building trades. We have churches, any churches for lease, commercial, residential income, condominium. Now, this is not condos like residential condos. These are office condominiums. You have consumer services, convenience store, dock height building. All right, let me check the chat real quick here. Adult living facilities, yes. I have to imagine that's what it means. It's not always the case though. I can tell you that because I've checked. All right. So we have dock height building. Now, what is dock height building? All right. So for those of you that don't know, if you're looking for a warehouse and the dock needs to be at a certain height where a tractor trailer pulls up and it's level with the actual tractor trailer doors, then that's what you're looking for, dock height building. Like there's no ramps, right? There, you don't need a ramp in order to level off with the building. All right, so that's what dock height building is. Freestanding means that the building stands alone, is not connected to another building. Heavy manufacturing, if you're looking for industrial, where you're going to do some heavy machinery, then you're looking for heavy manufacturing. You got hotels, motels, industrial, that's another word for warehousing. You got light manufacturing. Once again, if you're looking for some type of warehousing where perhaps you're going to do some painting or, anything that's light, then light manufacturing. You have malls, marinas, medical office, mini warehouse. These are like storage facilities, right? We have mobile RV parks. We have office space, office, warehouse combination. So if you're looking for a warehouse that also has office space, then you would select office warehouse combination. You have here professional, you have residential multifamily, you have restaurant bar, retail space, schools, shopping centers, showrooms, special purpose, warehouse store combination. So once again, if you're looking for a warehouse that also has a store in the front, then you're looking for store warehouse combination. strip store, tavern bar, warehouse space if you're looking for a warehouse space, and then wholesale. All right. So let's do warehouse space combined with store warehouse combination and combined with office warehouse combination. All right. So got a client looking for a warehouse. They don't mind it being just a simple warehouse. They don't mind it also having a store. They don't mind it also having an office, right? Office space. So we chose all three. The next step is, of course, to decide what location. So let's go with zip code 33126. All right, this is a zip code here, close to Doral. No, let's not go with that one. 33172. All right, so here you got 27 matches. Okay. Now that we have our 27 matches, what else can we do? Right? Of course, you can put in a price range. Keep in mind that we're doing leases, right? Now, underneath, you have here square footage. Very important. You know, you've got someone asking you for a warehouse and they need a particular size warehouse. So building square feet is the size of the building. Property square feet is the size of the entire lot. So what you're looking for, of course, is building square feet. And your client needs at least 10,000 square feet. So we're going to go 10,000 plus, and we have 9 matches. All right, so we need 10,000 square feet or more. It's going to go under building square feet, and we have 9 matches. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, some realtors, I want to say most realtors, are going to list a property at price per square foot. Some realtors are going to go ahead and put in the actual lease price. So $17 a square foot. You need to go into the listing itself, and you're going to see that they're leasing this 118,000 square feet of warehousing at $17 a square foot. Pull out your calculators real quick. Let me show you how to identify the monthly lease for this. You're going to multiply 118,449 times 17. That's $2,013,000. Now divide that by 12. Your monthly rent in this huge warehouse of 118,000 square feet is $167,802. Now, when you hear people, I know. Now, when you hear people, I want to get into the commercial business, think about $167,000 being the first month's rent, and take a look at the commission. They're paying you 3%. So 3% of the yearly lease, not the first month, but of the yearly lease. So the yearly lease was $2 million. You're making 3% of $2 million for leasing this warehouse. Okay. Now, commercial leases, guys, take a very long time. You need to get attorneys involved. This is not something you guys can do on your own. Attorneys need, yeah, you can put in an intent to lease, right? Like a contract to lease, but in commercial terms, an intent that you're gonna lease the property, and then the attorneys, once accepted, the attorneys need to draw out the lease. And the lease is very complicated and it needs to be done by attorneys. Okay?
Robert,
Question.
Robert, real quick.
Yes,
Are these leases like residential? Do they have to pay like first class security?
that's a great question. That's going to be determined by the attorneys, I'm sure. I mean, it's going to be put in, in writing by the attorneys. Nowhere here they tell you anything.
All right.
Yeah, that's all negotiable. And now these leases are not yearly leases either. These leases are going to be done for 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years.
Right, right, right.
So, these are huge transactions. And in some cases, you can get commission for the first 3 years of the lease. So these are, you know, very rewarding transactions. All right. I'm gonna go to the next one. Not the next one. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's see this one here. So this one, it says leasable square feet is 23,296. So at $20 a square foot, you multiply $20 times 23,296 and then divide it by 12, and that's your monthly lease for this warehouse that measures 26,000 square feet. All right, let's go back one picture. This is dock height. See, when a truck pulls up to the back here and they open up, they're at level with the dock. There is no ramp. So this is a dock height building. Okay. And this is also what's known as a freestanding building. It is not connected to another building. This is a freestanding building. Obviously, it's a warehouse office space. All right. All right, so let's go back to criteria, guys. Now you know how to locate warehousing. Let's go back to results real quick. I just got kicked out of what I was doing. So 9 results. Let's click here, results. There you go. All right. This one here telling you $7,900. So they're pretty much just giving you the lease amount, $7,900 per month. All right. So learn how to identify the monthly lease when you're looking at dollar per square foot versus when they actually tell you the lease price. And they're going to do this for almost everything: office space, medical office, retail space. They're going to give you price per square foot, or they're going to give you the actual lease amount. So if I go back to criteria, right? And let's go ahead and erase the zip code, and let's select office space. And let's remove the square footage, right? Let's remove the square footage, office space, and let's say we're looking for office space in Doral. All right, there are 40 matches, office space in Doral. And then, of course, you need to let people know what type of size are you looking for, 1,000 or less, right? 1,000 square feet or less, you got 10 matches, you click on results, and here we have $50 a square foot, $50 a square foot. I have no idea what 500 is. I would imagine it's 500 per month. It's probably a very small office space. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah, it's a very small office space, right? You're probably in one of those shared office facilities. All right, and this is $500 a month probably. Office space, prime and Doral. Yeah, this is going to be, take a look here. Lease term 1 to 3 years. All right, so 1 to 3 years. And your leasable square footage here is 200 square feet. So your office is 200 square feet, $500 a month. For someone who maybe is looking for an independent office to work out of, $500 a month really isn't a lot of money, and they have their own office to work out of. Okay. Go back to criteria. That's your office space. Let's stick to Doral and let's see if we can find any retail. Did I pass it? Yes, I did. Retail space. All right, in Doral, 0 matches. Let's go to Miami Beach. See if there's any retail space in Miami Beach. Less than 1,000 square feet. Now let's remove that. There's 18 available retail spaces. And when you click on results, you're going to get your results. Now there's $45 a month all the way up to 27,000, sorry, $45 a square foot, all the way up to $27,000 dollars per month. All right, so when you look at $45 a month, you come over here. All right, this is your retail. This is your retail space. Now you're gonna go ahead and show 3,000 leasable square feet, right? Lease square feet, 3,000. So you multiply 3,000 times 45 divided by 12, and that's your monthly rent. Any questions on how to find commercial lease spaces and how to identify what the monthly price is going to be? Are we all good? We understand? All right, perfect. Let's go back to criteria and let's run a new search. This time I'm gonna go ahead and clear. I'm gonna clear right here and we're gonna click on active and now we're gonna click on for sale. All right, for sale. Once again, let's come over here and let's say that we're looking for church space. There's 18 church spaces available in the MLS. Click on Miami-Dade. There's 15. Click on Broward. There's 2. And the other one, I would imagine, is in another county. So 15 church spaces. Click on results. And it doesn't have to be a traditional church. It could just be a place of worship, right? That's a church right there. And that is for sale, $850,000. And then here's another one at $1.4 million. And you guys get the idea. As churches for sale. Automotive, there is 37 automotive buildings that are for sale in Miami-Dade County. That also includes car dealerships, guys. If someone's selling a car dealership, all right, look at this. This is a food truck. Someone's selling a food truck for $20,000. Here is a garage, right? Someone's selling maybe a garage here, warehouse for rent, small yard, perfect auto repair shop. Okay. And there's another one. And then what do we have here? $780,000, 1,200 square foot warehouse space, high ceilings, multiple vehicle, trucks or boats, new garage doors, custom paint inside, So they're selling here a warehouse, but it could very easily be like a small car dealership, right? One of those private car dealerships that you can put in here. All right. So anything automotive is going to be under automotive. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the purchase of restaurant bar right there, restaurant bar. So there are 29 restaurant bars in Miami-Dade County. Now, you're not purchasing the building here. I'm sorry, you're not purchasing the business, you're purchasing the building. Okay, so if you were looking for an established, wow, that food truck keeps on showing up. So if you're looking for an established restaurant, business that's for sale, it's going to be under business opportunity. Here, what you're going to find are, either a building that currently has a restaurant or a building that can be a restaurant. So as you can see, this is not a restaurant. It's like a gym, right? But you can have a restaurant in here. All right. That's why they place it under restaurants. It's zoned where you can have a restaurant. So don't be surprised when you're looking at these spaces and they're currently not a restaurant. All right, the building is zoned where it can be a restaurant. Now, this is obviously a restaurant. Okay. So when you have a client looking to purchase a restaurant or lease a restaurant, this is how you're going to find them. All right. And this is in where? Miami Springs, $1.5 million. All right. And then it's telling you here, the lot size is 7,877 square feet with 4,000 square foot of building. 15 parking spaces available. All right, guys. So read on read on the remarks, because this one is telling you that it's actually leased right now. All right, so the current tenants signed a new 10-year triple net lease with 1 5-year option, 4% annual increases. The first year of the lease operates under a gross rent model, transitioning to a triple net lease from 2 years onwards, yielding 8% cap rate. So once again, someone who maybe is an investor and is just looking to buy up some properties that generate income, this one is generating 8% on the cap rate. So it's a good deal. If everything here is true, then it's a really good deal. All right. All right, going back to criteria, guys, those are your restaurants. Of course, you're going to have everything. You're going to have convenience stores. You're going to have strip stores. You're going to have everything here. It's all there, and it's all searchable. All right, so you should not struggle when it comes to retail space. Retail space for sale, 115 in Miami-Dade County. Then go ahead and identify. I'm looking for retail space in Coral Gables. All right, in Coral Gables, there's 2 matches. And once again, these are the retail spaces in Coral Gables for sale. $1.1 million. And then this one over here is $3.2 million. Wow, it's expensive. For sale, prime office, retail, commercial property on Ponce de Leon. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and transition to business brokerage. Business brokerage. Now comes the part where you have a client looking to buy an existing business. So let's say that you're approached by a client and they want help. They want to buy a liquor store. All right, they want to buy a liquor store. So you have here active and then style of business. Go through the style of business, and if liquor store is one of the options, then choose it. Notice how liquor store is not one of the options. I did this on purpose because underneath where it says type of business, now you're going to put in an asterisk. You're going to spell the word liquor and then asterisk. We have 10 matches. Click on results. Okay. And these are your liquor stores that are for sale. All right. This is not a liquor store. This is probably a restaurant that has a liquor license. Let's go here. There you go. All right. So here we do have a liquor store for sale. This is the actual business. Read the remarks because sometimes the inventory is included. Sometimes the inventory is not included in the price of the sale. Also, read the remarks. Sometimes the building itself is included with the sale. Sometimes the building is not included with the sale. So great opportunity, great location, liquor store for sale, more than 35 years in the business. Public supermarket, Chase, Wells Fargo, all in the same area. Liquor license, point of sale, security cameras. All right, all included in the price. Then merchandise inventory, approximately $190,000 of inventory not included in the price. Okay, so yeah, we can buy an existing liquor store that's been around for 35 years, but we're gonna have to restock the entire store with our own liquor or purchase it for $190,000 extra or, negotiable. Okay, at $699,999. The reason why they don't show you the address in most of these cases is they don't want you to go in and bother the current employees asking for the owner of the property or the owner of the store. They don't want you to go in and bother them. All right, so they're selling their business and they don't want their employees to pretty much know that their business is for sale. Okay, so that's the reason sometimes you're not going to see the address of the property. All right, King's Liquor Store has been in this location for 30 years. They're selling this for $735,000. All right, so now you know how to look for liquor stores. Now, the same can be said when you have someone looking for, let's say, a daycare. right? So spell the word daycare between two asterisks, and we have three results. Let's go and put a space between day and care, and it's still three results. So daycare, you have childcare, right? You have different ways to look for this type of business, but we have results here. And here's an adult daycare for $300,000. And then here is an actual daycare for kids. And the business is for sale at $350,000. Again, notice the address is not fully given to you. And it tells you here business opportunity, serves infants through preschool, great location near FIU with license and capacity for 39 kids. Okay. Question on the chat. What about the sale of a small hotel? All right, we're gonna hit that now. All right, so we'll go back to the hotel part. All right, so business brokerages, what you're doing is that you're searching for existing businesses. All right, if I remove type of business and I come over here and I take a look and find restaurants, right? We're looking for restaurants. There's 274 restaurants that are for sale. Click on Miami-Dade County. Put in a zip code 33160. Let's go with Sunny Isles. There's 9 matches. These are restaurant businesses for sale. Click on one of these. This is a restaurant business right here for sale at $190,000. Guys, you're taking over the restaurant business. You're gonna continue paying lease. This is a pizza place, pizzeria. Right? You're gonna continue to pay the lease to the landlord, but you are now going to take over an established pizzeria, and it's $220,000. Okay. Any questions on how to search for existing businesses? If someone's looking for a nail salon, you can look here for a salon, and if it's not like beauty salon, there you go, beauty barbershop. If not, just go ahead and put in down here type of business, nail salon, and look for it that way. All right. That's your business opportunities. Now let's go back up to commercial improved. Once again, if someone is looking for any property type, in this case, a hotel, all right, there are 64 hotels for sale in the MLS. Now you may think that's very little when it comes to results, and it is. Guys, the MLS is not the main source for commercial properties. Most commercial realtors use another source like LoopNet or maybe CoStar, where they list their properties. This is hotels or motels currently for sale inside the MLS, right? So we click on sale, we click on Miami-Dade County, right? We have 22 matches. We click on results. And these are your hotel motels that are currently for sale. All right. And type of hotel this is. I don't know if this is like maybe Airbnb or something. New building built, 5 units. All right. Building is vacant and the process of being rented. That's not a real hotel. All right. This looks like a motel to me right here. So this is how you're gonna find hotels or motels in this fashion, guys. All right, here we have Sunflower Boutique Hotel. Very nice and colorful. All right, some people are listing like their multifamily Airbnbs as hotels. All right, this is a boutique hotel with 5 units. So they're converting their like 5-unit multifamilies into hotels or motels. So that's how you would find it. Rainbow, San Juan Motels. All right, where is this? Southwest 8th Street and 23rd Avenue. $4.1 million. All right, so that is where you would find hotels and motels under commercial improved. All right, so I'm gonna go to back to commercial improved, and I want to go ahead and select apartments for sale. And let's put in here zip code 33139. This is South Beach. All right, let's click on here, and let's go ahead and show you one property. So here's the property. It is a 12 unit, and it's for sale at $4.4 million. Now, when you click on IMAP, you see this little button up here. When you click on IMAP, it's going to open up IMAP for you. And it's going to open up the property tax record here. And you're going to see who owns the property, right? It's an LLC who owns the property. You're going to see details on the property sitting on 7,500 square foot of lot. Last sales transaction. All right, there was a quit claim deed back in 2013. And then this is a 12 bed, 12 bathroom, multifamily, 12 units. So all units are 1-1s. On the right-hand side, you're going to find comparables. See that right there? We're going to learn how to search for comps for a commercial property like this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and show you how to search for comps on IMAP. Now, that right there is a half-mile radius. This bigger circle or bigger radius around is a 1-mile radius. Under these conditions, you see right here, we're going to go ahead and search in the same zip code. Under these conditions, we're probably not going to find another comparable. So you want to search for a multifamily of that size within a 20% difference in size in the entire zip code, sold in the last year. Click on update criteria. And we now found 2 right there. We found 2. This property is worth anywhere between $2 and $3.6 million with an average of 2.8. Currently for sale at $4.4 million. All right. How long has it been on the market? 108 days. So based on the comps, that's a 12 unit building sold at $277 a square foot, and the price was $2 million. This is a 16 unit building sold at $485 a square foot. This one comes in at $4.3 million. They're trying to sell it for 4.4, and they have a 12-12, right? A 12 bedroom, 12 bathroom. So the average of both of these is $2.8 million. That's your average price. So as you can see, 4.4 is really high. Is really high. Even if they compare it with the more expensive sale at $485 a square foot, you're looking at $3.6 million. It's not 4.4. So even with the highest possible sale, you're not close to 4.4, you're more like $3.6 million. Now, it's not always going to be this easy, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you. Let's close this out on IMAP. Let's go to the next one. Here we have $5 million, 10 units. Let's take a look. Click on IMAP. All right. Let's go ahead and click on Find Comparables. I am now searching in the same zip code, right, within the last year, and there are no results. There are no results. The building square footage is 6,800 square feet. The lot size is 14,000. Now, if I set the building square feet to ignore the square footage and I update the criteria, I still have no results. If I ignore the lot square footage, update criteria, now we do have some results, right? So the lot size was what was giving me some issues, right? The lot size. Now I'm ignoring both lot size and building square footage. And I have 4 results. So 277 a square foot, 251 a square foot, 468 a square foot, and 485 a square foot. So the most we're getting here is about 3.3. They're asking for $5 million. Why are they asking for $5 million? Let's take a look. All right. Seems like this multifamily property is in excellent condition. So perhaps it deserves a higher sales price. All right. Seems like it's in very excellent condition here. All right. Exclusive property to acquire a multifamily building comprised and 8 newly renovated, fully furnished, 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. So take a look at the income, all right, for each, right? And then you decide whether $5 million is worth it, or 3.3 or 3.5 or $4 million. This is based on the comparables that are in the area. All right, based on the comparables that are in the area, and not accounting for the fact that this is newly renovated units, fully furnished. All right, so let's go back to IMAP, guys. I want to show you something. I'm going to go ahead and click on new search. You guys, I am looking at the new version of IMAP. You guys should switch over to the new version. Let's go back to Miami-Dade County here. Very important for us to know how to identify how many say multifamily properties are there in any area, or any property type. The last line is property use. See that? These are all of your property types. So if I've got a multifamily in South Beach that's 10 or more units and I want to know the value of it, you can always go ahead and select 10 units or more, put in zip code 33139, right? 33139. And then you see where it says sale date, all right? Sale date. Let's go back 1 year. So today is July 18th, 2023. So greater than or equal to July 18th, 2023. And then you click on start search. And there were 9 units that sold within the last year of 10 units or more in zip code 33134, regardless of the size. Look at the sizes: 33,000 square feet, 11,000 square feet, 19,000 square feet. So these are all the sales that occurred in zip code 33139 of multifamily 10 units or more. Now, if you modify the criteria on the right, you can always do here building area. So building area, and let's say you don't want to go like extremely large, right? You go less than or equal to, and say put in 12,000 square feet, right? So it has to equal to 12,000 square feet or less. Start search. Now we're looking at 7 results. All right, what are the prices? 5.4, 2.2, 4.3, $2 million. Notice how I skipped 0. That's not a real sale. That's probably some type of transfer of title. 0, once again, not a real sale. So this is a real sale. Select it. This is a real sale right here. Select it. And select all of your real sales that have prices. So if you're trying to determine what the average price is for a multifamily building in the last year in zip code 33139 is, that's 12,000 square feet or less, you've got now 5.4, 2.2, 4.3, $2 million. Take out your average. All right. Utilize IMAP for your commercial comparables. It is one of the premier tools that are available to us when trying to identify the price of a commercial property. Okay. Does anyone have any questions in what we've performed today? All right. Whether it's the MLS search for commercial properties or utilizing IMAP to find commercial properties and to find comparables for commercial properties. Okay. All right, guys, the rest is really up to you. You have to practice. You have to get in here and you got to practice on how to find commercial properties. It's a part of our business. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Be more than happy to assist you guys with your questions. All right. All right, perfect. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's class. I will share with you on the YouTube channel later on this afternoon our recording. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Robert.
Robert.
All right. You're welcome.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye.